Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got another unboxing for you from the Nerf Rebelle line. I do apologize. A lot of people have commented saying I'm saying it wrong when I say Rebella. I don't know where I got that. I heard some other people say that and I just kind of connected with me. So I apologize if I do go through this video. I might keep pronouncing it like that. I believe the correct pronunciation of it is Rebelle or Rebel, something to that extent. I'm going to try my best to call it the Rebelle, but Rebella is going to come out. It's going to slip out here eventually. So this is the unboxing of the Nerf Rebelle Sweet Revenge kit. What this kit includes is the blaster itself. Comes with a pair of safety glasses or vision wear and a holster as well as 5 elite darts. So this is pretty cool. We're going to go over the box. I do apologize, mine got a little bit damaged where I had to purchase it from. I didn't have much of a choice. But as you can see, the box is an open face box, a little bit different than some of the larger blasters, but it goes along right with the size comparison, comparing it to the Zombie Strike line, and we'll get into that in a second. On the front here, it just has the picture, as always, advertising the 75 feet, nerfrebelle.com, 5 elite or collectible darts, and that's pretty much it on the front. We'll go ahead and flip it over to the back. It shows exactly what comes in the box. Again, the blaster, which I'm not sure what they're calling this. I don't see a name for this particular blaster anywhere on it or on the packaging, so we're just going to have to call it the Revenge Blaster is what I'm going to refer to it as. The vision gear, the holster, as well as how to operate it, load it, and a few other, again, 75 feet, blaster, 5 darts, vision gear, holster, and instructions is what is included. The bottom here, and code there if you're interested in that, and I think that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and open it up. I do apologize, I have a very small knife, but it's all I've got with me at the moment. So we're going to open it up and see exactly how to get into this, and just start by cutting the tape along the top. So that opens it up there, and then we'll go down the sides. For those of you who have watched my Zombie Strike unboxing, this is very similar. It's the exact same blaster, I believe, as the Hammer Shot, maybe with a different shell. So that's pretty much the exact same lever action, all that stuff. It's just in a brand new shell, and we're going to see how well, if it works the same, and how different the shell is, comparing it to it here in a second. But before we do that, we are going to do our best to open the box. Just like that, okay? So once you cut around the sides, you can have access to all of it. Inside here, underneath this compartment, we have the instruction manual, which is, again, just a very simple pamphlet. They've gone to just a very quick instruction thing, which is kind of nice. We have our 5 Rebelle darts here, and I think that's it, so we'll leave that in there. Again, I'm going to use my elite darts because I don't want these mixed in. And then we'll go ahead and cut out the blaster. Last time I cut the blaster out, there was actually a way to get to them, so we're going to check for that first. And there are twist ties on the back, so we will open it correctly. Most people don't care, but some people do, so we'll just go ahead and open it how it's supposed to be. So, maybe. There we go. This one is just tied. Okay. Well, this is more work than it's worth, guys. I apologize. Probably should have just opened it how I planned on it. And then we'll go ahead and fold these in. Okay, now let's go ahead and flip it over. So we should be able to pull the blaster out now. There it is. Again, we'll go ahead and do a comparison here in a second, but it is the lever action. Now, it appears to have the exact same reach as the Hammer Shot does. Again, I don't, oops, I had the trigger pulled there. I don't really have a problem getting to that. I actually have a tiny bit more problem with this one than I did with the Hammer Shot. But it's still not that hard, I guess, for me. Trigger is very short pull, really nice. It has the Rebelle tactical line, or tactical rail up here on the top, or accessory rail. This will not work with Strike accessories, it will only work with Rebelle line accessories. So let's go ahead and see if we can pull this out. The glasses are actually different than what was shown on the box. We'll go ahead and take them out eventually here. Okay, so the glasses do not fold. I thought that's what they look like on the box art that they did. Yes, they do appear to be a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and show this because it's an interesting fact. On here, these have the black portions here. They actually have a hinge in them. These do not. I'm a little disappointed in that because, again, these are really hard to store like this. They're just like the dart tag vision gear used to be. A little disappointed in that. There's no hinge like advertised on the box and shown, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. And then the last thing we'll go ahead and pull out here is the holster. Okay, so that's everything. We'll go ahead and set the box to the side, get all that out of the way, and bring the blaster back. Okay, so this is what's included. So to load it, obviously it's the same as any other cylinder blaster. You just load it from the front. This does hold 5 darts, whether it be Rebelle or Elite, doesn't really matter, and that's why we're using it for now. And we'll go ahead and do a quick firing test, and then we'll show the accessories. So just go ahead and prime it here. Doesn't appear to be hitting the wall quite as hard as some of the other ones, especially the Guardian crossbow. It just doesn't appear to be firing quite as hard. I'm not sure about distance. One quick thing to notice, again, I'm going to be comparing this to the hammer shot. This air restrictor is evidently different. I've got a hammer shot here, which I'll go ahead and show you. Whenever you dry fire the hammer shot, the hammer takes a long time to get completely forward. On the Rebelle blaster, it's very fast when there's no darts. The barrel does rotate on the prime, as you can see there. And then we'll go ahead and show it in the thing. Now this is one thing I've really been looking forward to. This is the holster, and it appears like it slides in just like that, okay? So it doesn't click in or anything. However, it's got some weight to it, so I don't think you're going to have a problem with it coming out. That's, you know, putting quite a bit of pressure on it, and it's popping up a little bit. Other than that, I really like it. One thing I do figure that wouldn't work since it is a different shell. This does not fit at all, as you guys can see. The Rebelle blaster is a lot smaller than the hammer shot, a lot more streamlined. It does appear to be the same length and everything, but it's just a lot more streamlined, a lot smoother, not as bulky up in here. The grip is comfortable to an extent as far as the grip itself, but I keep finding myself pulling the trigger whenever I prime the blaster and then it doesn't catch. I have to say I'm a little disappointed in this one. The hammer shot was not bad for my hands, but this one just doesn't want to work quite as easy. It just seems like a really far reach, especially when you're holding the grip like this is. The grip is a little bit smaller. It's got this loop in the back here for a sling or anything like that, and I just feel like it's just kind of missing there. I guess my hand is. I've got fairly large hands. Other than that, I really like the blaster itself. I really like the holster idea. I'm honestly going to be using this probably a little bit more than my hammer shot, just for the fact that it does come with a holster. The holster does have 3 dart holders up here as well, so I'm not sure how you would load these, actually. It's just like that. So it does hold an extra 3 darts, which is nice. You know, they're right there, right accessible. So I like the idea of the holster. But as far as the blaster goes, it's a little bit less impressive. The other thing I don't know why they did is they used an orange arm here, which nothing else on the blaster is orange. And it just doesn't really go with it. I'm guessing that might be for safety. So I'm a little disappointed when you compare it to the hammer shot. The hammer shot just feels a lot more solid, and the hammer is a little bit easier to use. However, I really like the idea of a holster. I like the streamlinedness of all the Rebelle blasters. This one doesn't disappoint me there at all. I think the ranges are going to get to 75 feet. I honestly don't think they're any less impressive. It just seems like the firing is a lot quieter. Just very, very quiet firing and stuff like that. So I think that covers it. I apologize, I probably am rambling a little bit, but this is the unboxing of the Nerf Rebelle Sweet Revenge Kit. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. One thing I did forget to mention is this retails for $29.99 at the stores whenever they are released fully. You can pick these up at some of your local stores, possibly now. Just depends on availability. I haven't seen too many of them. I managed to get one as soon as I realized they were in stock. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks again. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/nerftome2, and we'll see you in the next video.